like all tracks are open. Oodnadatta Track. Marree to Roxby Downs, Marree to William Creek, to Oodnadatta, to Cooper Pedy, all open. So guys, driving along the Oodnadatta Track and we heard a couple of weird noises and we thought, oh, we'll stop and have a look. Got out the car. Look what we got. Bloody flat tyre. So now we're disconnecting the caravan so we can move the car forward slightly and then we'll jack her up and change the wheel. Dave just said he was having a dream or something last night about changing a tyre or a flat tyre. Jesus, babe. So we've just moved the car forward, one drama after the other. Here we go, it usually comes in threes. And our bloody leg, the bottom of it has snapped. So we have unhooked the caravan. Dave's taking down the ladder so we can get the spare off. The flies are starting to annoy us, but can't be helped. These things happen. We've had 2 cars pass us on the Oodnadatta Track. The first one just went past, didn't even ask us if we're all right. Second car stopped to see if we're all right and we said, yeah, we're good. But like, really, if someone stopped along the Oodnadatta Track for any reason whatsoever, just stop and say, hey, you guys all right? Bit of courtesy. And you might be able to help somebody out. So looking back that way, that's the way back towards Marree. I can see dust in the distance, so there's a car coming. Here we are on the side of the road. And then that way towards Coward Springs, William Creek. Give you a look around. Absolutely nothing anywhere. And the time is now 10 to 12. We might be having lunch on the side of the road. How you going there, babe?
Yeah, getting there.
I suppose it was bound to happen sooner or later. You've been pretty lucky so far. Shit. Shit, bum.
Wait for me.
So we're just letting a little bit of air out of our spare tyre so we can actually get it on the car. The dirt is like a rock and we can't dig any lower and it's really hard to use the jack. So we're doing it this way. Spare tyre is on. Dave's just doing up the nuts by hand to start with. He's totally stuffed. Flies are...
It's probably the 20 beers I had last night.
Probably.
Got a headache.
Oh, there you go.
Where are you, Maddie? What do I need you the most?
Maddie from Cessnock, you're supposed to follow us along the Oodnadatta. What's going on? We would have had this done half an hour ago, Maddie, if you were here.
For all those people that stopped and asked if we're okay, thank you very much. For you other knobs that flew past at 100 kilometres an hour, you're fucking wankers.
Totally. And I got a couple of these on camera too. Thanks for your help. Not. Just brilliant adventures. Well, today, just bloody fantastic. The things you do. The things you need to do. Now to get our spare ruined tyre back on the back. Ready to take it with us and get a fresh one as soon as we get to Darwin. Stay tuned, Black Bear. We'll be calling you. So we've got our compressor hose out and we're just airing up now. Putting a bit of air in this one and dropping a little bit more air in the others. Then we'll hook her up and we'll be on our way again. Just another everyday drama. Another one of those things that happens. Just gotta fix it and get on with it. Well, how was that?
Not going to Marree. That just wasted
an hour and a half?
Well,
At least an hour and a half changing a tyre.
But at least I know my jack works and I know how to change a tyre.
And the flies were annoying. It's not like as if it was like full on summer, like thick, but they were hanging around. I actually swallowed one and then I spat it back out. But we're on our way again. Yeah, I guess we'll see where we end up tonight.
A lot of nothing.
So we're in the middle of nowhere on the Oodnadatta Track, heading from Marree through to William Creek, and look what's in the middle of the track. A couple of old planes, a couple of quirky looking things. Let's go and check it out. No more bombs. Cool looking planes.
Just random stuff.
This statue's pretty cool. Kind of waving as you drive past on the Oodnadatta Track, and he's got his little baby up there. Oh, check out this one. Pile of sticks. Time to hit the road again. Talk soon, guys. Last night we free camped at this spot on the Oodnadatta Track called the Beresford Siding. Free camp, nothing here. You got to be self-contained. Just give you a look around. There's a little old building here. Last night when we arrived, there was a massive big bull just eating grass. Another camper over there. The old water tower or something down here. A couple of other campers. But it's a nice big area for big rigs. So if you don't want to stop at Coward Springs and pay the $30 for 2 people, just come on down here and pull up for the night. So guys, we're coming into William Creek on the Oodnadatta Track. William Creek has Optus coverage how smooth is that bitumen? So we have an airport, an Optus Tower, a pub and camping area. Well guys, here we are at William Creek Hotel. Hey, how are you? Oh, it's a bit warmer in here.
Yeah.
What a cool pub. Lots of snacks, lots of beer. Oh, jukebox. Ice creams and party ice. Oh, how cool. Oh wow, dining room, pool table. This place is so cool. Nice warm fire pit. That's lovely. I'm just opposite the William Creek Hotel, looking towards the campgrounds here. Now, for an unpowered side, it's $24, and for powered, it's $36 with power and water for the night. So if you need to stop here in William Creek, there is that option across the road here to top up power and water by staying the night. Anyway guys, we're heading on to Cooper Pedy. It's 166 k's, some more dirt, and we'll chat to you again soon.
Hey guys, we're on the William Creek Road, which goes from obviously William Creek through to Cooper Pedy. So you turn off the Oodnadatta Track. Now the road's fairly wide. I don't think we'll pass too much traffic, but it's very corrugated. So your car just absolutely shakes and vibrates. You feel your teeth chattering. We're just sitting on 68 k's an hour. I've had the tyres down after our debacle yesterday, which I got a bit lazy and I didn't air down, so I was sitting on about 60 psi yesterday. I aired down to 35 psi all round.
But you kind of got to find that happy medium when you're driving, don't you? So if you go too slow, it's like dunk, 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 dunk. Too fast and your van will just rock around with the loose sand. So yeah, that's why we're sitting on 69.70 at the moment. It's just that nice, but it's still a lot more corrugated than what the other part of the Oodnadatta Track was.
Yeah, certain parts of that Oodnadatta Track were actually quite good. It's mainly around the lake here and where the waterways where it seemed to be more clay, and the track wasn't too bad. Some of it was absolutely shocking though. You had to slow down to 30-40 k's an hour, especially with the dips and the grids, the cattle grids. So if you hit the cattle grids at full speed, you might pop your tyres.
And when you do first turn onto, if you're coming this way from William Creek Hotel through to Cooper Pedy, you do need to watch this road because there's a lot of bends and a lot of dips and they're not signposted at all, so you do need to take it pretty slow.
Yeah, the scenery hasn't changed much. Still a lot of red dirt, dust and scrub. But it's all part of the adventure. Last night we stopped at the Beresford Ruins. It was quite peaceful out there. I got a couple of good photos of the sunset and the sunrise this morning. There was 2 other vans and there was a car and some other campers out there. So
and a big bull.
Wasn't too many people. Free camping, and yeah, under the stars, it was great. It was a really old spooky looking building. Other than that though, you stopped into the William Creek pub, and it's a quirky little pub with lots of stuff stuck on the walls and the roofs and that, and walk around, have a bit of a look, and yeah, now we're off to the Black Tar.
And we've still got about 136 kilometres to go. Then we might stop and just check everything.
Air back up.
Air up, yeah.
Fuel up.
Still a lot of nothing. We're about 52 kilometres out of Cooper Pedy and off the Black Tar. We've seen 3 kangaroos, a lot of cattle, and not much else.
The road's fairly good at the moment. It's we're sitting on 80 k's an hour, and there's no corrugations or anything like that. It's a pretty easy going road. So on the cruise control, every now and then you'll come to cattle grids and you'll come to dips. So I just put my foot on the brake, slow down, go through the dip, and then just reset. Pretty easy driving.
Looks like it's been freshly graded. So guys, we're coming into Cooper Pedy. You can see a lot of mining equipment around, piles of dirt where they have been mining.
They call it noodling.
Oh, look at that, guys. We've hit the Black Tar. Done with that Oodnadatta dust. Now it's just the outback dust.
We'll pull over just up here and I'm going to air up my tyres. There's a little, the bucket. It's a famous thing up here near Cooper Pedy. We'll pull in there, want to get a photo with the van and truck in front of that. And then I'll air up the tyres. We'll go into Cooper Pedy and we'll get some fuel. And then we'll keep cracking on up north.
If you haven't been here before, guys, there's a lot to do and see. There's tours out to the breakaways, there's underground mine tours. You can park your van up in a free camp next to the opal mine. Stay in a motel for the night and experience living underground. There's plenty to do and see. It's a real experience out here, a real eye-opener to how people live.
If you jump onto our channel and have a look, we've got a few episodes up where we're in Cooper Pedy, so have a look at them if you're interested in this sort of stuff and see what's out here. All these little mounds out here are people's claims. Now they can come out, they do what they call noodling, where they dig holes and they sift down and they just see what they actually pull out and whether it's worth going any bigger, and then they can stake their claim and away they go. Very dangerous walking around out there with all the holes. I'm pretty sure people have gone missing down them holes in the past.
Well, here we are. Welcome to Cooper Pedy. Truck and bucket. Well guys, we've fueled up, filled the belly, and now we're back on the road, heading towards Marree.
Fuel was $2.09 a litre.
Yep.
And what did it cost us?
$395.
Yeah, so not cheap, but something we need.
Yeah, that's right. But had a lovely hot chicken and gravy roll from the Shell, from the Outback Cafe there in Hutchison Street. Really nice. Yeah, we've been to Cooper Pedy before, so we're passing through and here we are on the road. Bitchman. Yeah, so you can stop here and get fuel, grab a cold drink, have something to eat. Cadney Homestead. Caravan park and camping area over that way. So this is in between Cooperpedy and Marree on the Stuart Highway. Anyway guys, that's Cadney Homestead.
Hey guys, last night we stopped at Marree Roadhouse. It has a bar and grill there, which is pretty cool.
I think they call it Traveller's Rest, doesn't it?
Traveller's Rest.
Marree Traveller's Rest.
Yep. It has a caravan park at the back of it. Now they want $10 per head, and then if you want power, then it's an extra $15 on top. So for us two, it would have been $35. But that's no water.
It's just power. And yeah, so for the both of us, $20 for unpowered, $35 for powered.
Yeah. Obviously, if there's three of you, then it would be $30 unpowered and $45 powered. We decided across the road from the actual service station was a massive open area that trucks pulled into. We just went and parked over there for free. Didn't cost us a cent.
So we didn't need power. If we hadn't needed power, we would have paid the $35 and topped up, obviously, but we didn't need power, and we didn't see the point of spending $20 just to be out the back of the service station on a patch of dirt when there was miles of dirt pretty much next it. Yeah, so we just popped in, stayed there, and yeah, we had a feed at the pub last night anyway. Big feeds. Yeah, had a few beers, met some people that we met back at Marree. Yeah, caught up with them, and now we're on our way to Alice Springs.
And if you're watching, Hannah, g'day, I was glad to meet you, and
hope you like your stubby cooler,
and we may see you on the road.
Yep,
be good.
So guys, we've just arrived in Alice Springs. Welcome to Alice Springs. So here we are at a car wash in Alice Springs, putting the truck and the caravan through the wash. It is actually called the car wash. And have a look how dirty our van is. Those solar panels up top must be really dirty because we're not bringing in too much solar power at the moment. All the dirt from the Oodnadatta Track. So we've given the truck a little bit of a wash. It doesn't look like it's been washed. Give it another go in a few days, or when we get to Darwin maybe. Goes down there, hosing all the foam off. I've just been scrubbing the whole van. So it's one of the car washes where you just put your card in, press for foam, press for water, rinse, whatever you want, and then you just keep going on. That's it. Car wash in Alice Springs. But it does look a lot better, and we have got rid of a lot of red dirt. Now we're trying to get rid of some of that red dirt up on the solar panels. Not sure if there's a car wash in Alice Springs with a ramp beside it where you can walk up and actually wash on top of your vehicles. If there is, let us know in the comments. I'll do some Googling anyway. But yeah, let us know. Well, we've left Alice Springs. We spent 2 nights there. We've been there before, so we didn't do any really touristy stuff. We stayed at Alice Springs Tourist Park, nice little park, only cost us $40 a night for power and water. While we're in Alice Springs, we got a chip in the windscreen fixed. Three chips in the windscreens fixed.
Offloaded our tyre.
Yep.
Now, one thing I'll say on that tyre, which I didn't say, was my bad. I got lazy and I didn't air down. So they were sitting around the 60 PSI on the Oodnadatta Track. When I did that tyre, I aired down to 35 PSI, no dramas. Now, remembering when I came down the Oodnadatta Track last time, we did air down. I don't know, wasn't thinking about it. The road was fairly good. Yeah, it had a lot of corrugations and a few rocks and that. But yeah, make sure you do air down when you go off-road. Don't be lazy like I was.
Yes.
So it wasn't the tyre's fault, it was my fault.
But anyway, yeah, we're heading north towards, Tennant Creek?
We'll go to Tennant Creek, just past Tennant Creek. There's a free camp up there. We'll stop there the night, and then tomorrow we'll hit the Daily Waters Hotel. One thing I'd like to say about Alice Springs, we didn't have any dramas. Nothing was stolen from us. We did have things locked at the night time.
Yeah.
We actually went into Coles to get some fresh bread and fruit and some other stuff.
In the centre. Yeah.
And we spoke to the lady in the delicatessen, and she was saying that they used to open till 11 o'clock, now they close at 7?
Yes, they close at 7 because the staff's cars were just getting trashed by young Indigenous youth. They're just, yeah. So now Coles closes at 7, so if you are in Alice Springs and you need to go to the supermarket, get in early.
So just be mindful that you do lock your vehicle and that you're not gone from it for too long.
Yeah. But it was just getting too unsafe for the staff from Coles to wander out to their cars at 11 o'clock at night after they knock off work. So that's why they've decided to close at 7 now.
They've opened up the alcohol places again. They did shut them down for a while after Old Elbow went out there, but apparently it's done nothing. So the alcohol's back open again. The people were actually tourists were getting targeted going back to the car with groceries and stuff like that. So that was another problem that they'd been having out there. Young kids walking around the streets with knives and machetes and stuff. But as I said, we had no dramas, but then we weren't out looking for trouble. Yeah,
a lot of the caravan parks also lock their gates, their front gates at about 6 o'clock at night. And then you've got to actually use your swipe card to get in if you are out after those hours. But yeah, we didn't have any problems, and yeah, now we're on our way heading north again.
It's that time again, joke time with Dave. The other night, a policeman knocked on the caravan door and asked us where I was between 5 and 6. I thought for a moment and then told him, kindergarten. Catches.